team of electoral officers on the ground to ensure transparency and fairness. Shortly before the election of pupils into different positions, contestants took turns to present their manifestos, which highlighted their plans of contribution to the growth of the school as leaders amongst their peers. At the end of the successful exercise, the elected head boy and head girl, who spoke on behalf of other prefects, described the process as free, fair, and credible.
Thank my principal, my teachers, and my parents, and my fellow students for this support. May God bless you all.
I'm so happy, excited, and very joyful. I really thank God for making me the head girl.
In his remarks, Principal Montessori and Primary Arms of Ogheghe Education Center, Mr. William Iroro, said the exercise is organized by management of the school to promote early awareness of civic responsibility amongst pupils and students of the school.
We normally organize election for the primary 5 students who will take over the leadership of the school. So that is the essence we organize the election for them. And also for them to, when they grow up to secondary school and when they pass out through the school, they should also know the essence of election. That election is for you to vote for your right candidate. It's not the candidate you are told to vote for.
The new school and class prefects will serve for the 2025-2026 academic session. From Benin, Donald Eminyen, ITV News.
As preparations intensify for the local government election scheduled for Saturday across Niger State, the Commissioner of Police, Agbonlahor Eleman, has issued a stern warning to supporters of political parties and youths against engaging in acts of violence before, during, or after the election. The police commissioner stated this during the Peace and Accord signing ceremony held at the police officers' mess in Mina. Correspondent Umma Mohammed was there and files in this report.
Citizens and residents of Niger State will go to the polls on Saturday to elect local government chairmen and councillors. To this end, Niger State Commissioner of Police, Agbonlahor, in an effort to ensure a hitch-free election across the 25 local government area of the state, cautioned supporters of political parties and youths against engaging in acts of violence before, during, and after the polls. The meeting brought together representatives of political parties, the Inter-Party Advisory Council, candidates contesting the upcoming elections, and the chairman Niger State Independent Electoral Commission, Engineer Jibril Muhammad Imam. In his speech, Commissioner of Police Eleman emphasized the importance of peace, maturity, and collective responsibility at ensuring a credible, free, and fair election. He said the peace accord outlines clear terms and conditions to guide political actors in maintaining decorum and upholding the integrity of the election. He assured stakeholders that the police, in collaboration with other security agencies and the Electoral Commission, have made adequate arrangements to provide a secured and peaceful environment throughout the period of the election. Also speaking, Chairman, Niger State Independent Electoral Commission, Engineer Jibril Imam, commended the cooperation exhibited by political parties as the election draws nearer. He disclosed that the Commission had developed a 15-point agenda to guide the electoral processes, which aims to elect 25 local government chairmen and 274 councillors. Engineer Imam urged all political stakeholders to treat the peace accord as a solemn commitment to a violence-free election. From Mina, Niger State Capital, Umma Mohammed, ITV News.
For a continuation of the news from Lagos State, we now join Joshua of our Lagos Network Center. Over to you, Josh.
Many thanks, Philip. And of course, moving on from our Lagos Network Center, Lagos State House of Assembly has urged Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu to direct the Commissioner for Education to establish functional guidance and counseling departments in public primary and secondary schools across the state. The State House of Assembly also directed that private institutions should comply with the resolution of the legislature. Lagos State correspondent Agbonlahor has details.
The direction followed a motion moved during plenary by the Chairman House Committee on Basic Education, Honorable Mosumola, representing Sule Constituency 2, presided over by the Speaker, Right Honorable Mudashiru Basa. Presenting the motion, the member representing Sule Constituency 2 emphasized that education should not only focus on impacting knowledge, but must also cater for the emotional, social, and moral development of young people. According to her, a significant number of students in Lagos State faces various psychological and behavioral challenges, including peer pressure, academic stress, examination malpractice, truancy, substance abuse, cultism, and career decision, all of which adversely affect their well-being and academic performance. She said functional guidance and counseling service in schools will help shape character, guide career decisions, reduce indiscipline, prevent school dropouts, and promote emotional stability and mental health amongst pupils. In his contribution, Honorable Said Lukman Olumo urged Lagos State University Technology and Lagos State University of Education to prioritize the recruitment of experts in guidance and counseling. Honorable Kende Joseph noted that many teachers currently lack adequate knowledge of guidance and counseling, a gap which, he said, hinders students from making informed career and life choices. The motion was also supported by Honorable Abiodun Tobun, Musbau Anna, and Solomon Bono, amongst others. After extensive deliberations, Parliament resolved that the Ministry of Education should recruit and deploy professional counselors to schools across the state. From Lagos, Agbonlahor, ITV News.
Lagos State Police Command says its Rapid Response Squad has arrested an ex-convict Segun Kolawole 5 days after his release from the Kirikiri Corrections Center, alongside two suspected pickpockets, Sadiq Isa and Akon B. Ganiu, for various theft-related offenses across different parts of the state. The command, in a statement signed by the Public Relations Officer, SP Abimbola Adebisi, said the ex-convict Segun Kolawole was arrested on Tuesday, October 28, 2025, at Oshodi Market after operatives observed a suspicious movement. The police image maker explained that the suspect was found in possession of 80,000 naira and an Infinix Note 40 Pro phone, both traced to a burglary he had entered at Ogheghe, where he stole 200,000 naira and a mobile device from a trader. SP Adebisi said the three suspects are currently in custody and undergoing further investigation at the Rapid Response Squad headquarters. On conclusion of investigation, the suspect will be arraigned before a competent court of law to face charges appropriate to their offenses.
You're watching ITV Network News. We turn to more stories after this short break.
TV, certainly the best.
Thank you for staying on. Now turning to reports from Abuja, where Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja stopped the planned 2025 National Convention of the People's Democratic Party until the party complies with the statutory requirements of its constitution and the Electoral Act. Judiciary correspondent Joseph Kadiri reports that the judge gave the order while delivering judgment in a suit filed by 3 aggrieved members of the party on Friday in Abuja.
The plaintiffs in the suit sought an order of the court to stop the planned November 15 and 16, 2025 National Convention of the PDP, scheduled to hold in Ibadan, Oyo State, where new national officers are expected to be elected, citing breach of party's constitution. In his judgment, Justice Omotosho holds that the PDP failed to comply with the statutory requirement of its constitution and the Electoral Act, noting that the party ought to have concluded all congresses before proceeding with the National Convention. The court restrains INEC from accepting any report on the outcome of the PDP National Convention conducted without due process, as well as without adherence to its own guidelines and regulations. The judge further holds that INEC is not entitled to give effect to any convention not conducted in accordance with the Constitution, the Electoral Act, and the regulations governing political parties. After the judgment, the national chairman of the party vows to appeal the court's decision.
We are really very disappointed because the judgment we were just trying to justify the unjustifiable. This is just the beginning. We are not discouraged. We are fighters. We are going to fight this.
We will appeal it, let it be on the record, and that 3 people cannot subvert democracy. It's supposed to be an internal affairs of the party. Just because 1 or 2 saboteurs are out to destroy this party, God will not let them be.
The plaintiffs' counsel also speak to press.
It has set aside the convention and has asked the party to do the right thing, which is first the state congresses. Some congresses were not held in some states in line with the law, and they need to give proper notices of the holding of those congresses. When they do the state congress, they can now talk about having a convention.
From Abuja, Joseph Kadri, ITV News.
President Bola Tinubu has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to providing a credible, secure, verifiable, and inclusive identity management system across Nigeria, describing it as a key pillar of national development. A State House correspondent, Igaro Atta, reports that the president made the declaration at the State House, Abuja, during the official launch of the Nino Auth app, a digital mobile-based identity authentication application developed by the National Identity Management Commission.
Speaking during the app launch, President Bola Tinubu says his administration was leveraging technology to promote efficiency, transparency, and accountability in governance. He noted that the new system would soon be adopted by ministries, departments, and agencies for staff and data verification. The president explained that the app would place Nigeria on par with technologically advanced nations by creating a seamless, secured, and inclusive system for accessing government services and opportunities while ensuring high standard of data protection and national security. He added that a credible and inclusive national identity management system would enhance financial inclusion, social welfare delivery, security architecture, and evidence-based planning.
It's the modernization of digital infrastructure to eliminate unnecessary bottlenecks and ensure that every Nigerian, regardless of background or location, has access to essential services without frustration or bureaucratic delays.
He commended NIMSI for transforming identity management from a bureaucratic process into a technology-driven system aligned with global best practices, urging Nigerians to adopt the new platform. Earlier, Interior Minister Olubunmi Tunji Ojo stressed the importance of a secured national identity to Nigeria's development and national security.
As it is in Nigeria today, it's impossible to go into FRS taxation without NIMSI. We've integrated with NIN. We've integrated, you can't get Nigerian passport without your NIN. As a matter of fact, data real-time handshake has been established between NIMSI and Nigeria Immigration Service. Data is pulled at real time so it is no more possible for one person to have two different passports.
He revealed that NIMSI has so far enrolled 126.7 million Nigerians in the National Identity Database, positioning the country among global leaders in digital identity management. From the Aso Rock Presidential Villa, Abuja, I'm Ikaro Atta, ITV News.
And back to reports from Benin, where the crisis rocking Ogheghe community on Upper Siloko of their northeast local government area, Edo State, which led to the loss of lives and property, assumed a worrisome dimension as shops were razed down. Wellington Akodija reports that several persons were feared dead during the crisis between natives of Ogheghe and some Hausa youths.
Ogheghe community is known for its peaceful coexistence among tribes and adherents of various religions. On Tuesday, the 28th of October 2025, the quiet community was in a state of disarray following the incidents that broke out, which left a young man stabbed to death. Several shops were set ablaze in a reprisal following the death of the young man allegedly murdered by an Hausa resident in Ogheghe community. Some residents who preferred anonymity said someone from a neighboring community bought a motorcycle for the Hausa boy to earn a living and make revenue on a weekly basis, but for the Hausa boy to abscond with the motorcycle. The deceased was said to have caught the Hausa boy in Ogheghe community and demanded for his motorcycle. In the heat of the argument, the Hausa boy stabbed the owner of the motorcycle with a knife, which led to his death.
Why you carry my bike run? The aboki come talk say he don't know the guy, he don't know the boy. Say he know the balance and money work collecting bike. Say he no want the money again, you want him bike.
The second in command of the community, Pa Jeremiah Egbon, said the slain young man who was allegedly killed by the Hausa boy is not from Ogheghe community. He, however, condemned the killing but expressed reservations over the number of deaths recorded in the reprisal, which led to the destruction of shops.
Except the picture I'm just seeing, in the way I don't know him. How many? In fact, none of us know him.
When contacted, the police public relations officer at Edo State Command, SP Joel Yamu, could not be reached for comment. Sources close to the command say some suspects have been arrested in connection with the murder of the young man. From Benin, Wellington Akodija, ITV News.
Meanwhile, 13 suspects have been arrested by operatives of the Edo State Police Command following a violent clash at Ogheghe community along Upper Siloko Road in Benin City, which led to the death of a 23-year-old man. According to a statement by the Deputy Police Public Relations Officer, ASP Eno Ikwedem, the incident, which occurred on October 28, 2025, at about 4:45 p.m., left Chigozie Ifeonu fatally stabbed in the chest. He was rushed to the hospital for treatment, but was confirmed dead by a medical doctor. His body has been deposited at the hospital's mortuary for preservation and autopsy. Normalcy has since been restored to the area after swift intervention by the area commander, Ekyalolo Area Command, ACP Garuba Umaru, who led operation rescue teams, operatives from Ogheghe Division and other command tactical units to the scene to prevent further escalation. The case has been transferred to the Homicide Section of the State Criminal Investigation Department, Benin City, for discreet investigation. The Commissioner of Police, Edo State Command, Monday Agbonlahor, commiserated with the bereaved family and assured that justice would be served. Maximizing family values as the foundation for transformational leadership and nation building assumed focus on Friday at the Sir Alfred and Lady Amina Eghobamia Leadership Series 2025 held in Benin City. Pius Nsowa reports that the event to honor late Sir Alfred and Lady Amina Eghobamia had former Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo as chairman and the CEO International School of Greatness, Canada, Alex Iyama, as guest speaker.
In his opening remarks, chairman on the occasion and former Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, enumerated various landmark qualities exhibited by late Alfred Eghobamia in court and his pioneering efforts in the development of Benin customary laws.
Sir Alfred was a man I regarded as a role model.
Setting the tone for the theme and purpose of the gathering, Osaro Eghobamia SAN said the values inculcated in them by their parents have propelled them to the lofty heights they have attained in life.
My father, on the other hand, was very disciplined and organized.
In a motivational presentation, a guest speaker, Alex Iyama, said leadership is not about position, but about purpose, passion, and principles, which must start from every home.
In every nation, you fall into three categories. One, you either the confused, two, either the corrupted, three, either the committed.
In a moderated dialogue featuring 5 non-biological children of Sir Alfred and Lady Amina Eghobamia, who include Mr. Kennedy Anyam Osigwe, Esquire, and Honorable Ogheghe Ugbeideyama, amongst others, generational leadership, legacy, and civic responsibility were explored.
Transformational leadership has its connected roots at the base of the family setting.
Sir Alfred was a moral compass for society.
The values that they instilled in us has really helped us.
All kinds of social vices. Where did it start from? It's the family.
High point of the ceremony was student debate between Ambrose Ali University and Benson Idahosa University, where Edith Obioso from AAU went home with 300,000 naira as the first prize winner.
I'm happy. I'm very grateful.
Dignitaries including Edo State Commissioner for Justice, Chief Roland Otaru, SAN, late Abed Nwigwe's parents, Pastor Shingle Nwigwe and Stella Nwigwe, some High Court judges, politicians, and the business community were present. From Benin, Pius Nsogo, ITV News.
A short break beckons. Do stay.
ITV, certainly the best. ITV, certainly the best.
Moving on, the establishment of the Ministry of Livestock Development by Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Ogheghe, aligns with global best practices in livestock management and agricultural reform. The State Commissioner for Livestock Development, Professor Ignatius Ikpambosa Omodion, re-echoed this during the 2025 Animal Science Meeting and induction of new members, associates, and fellows organized by the Nigerian Institute of Animal Science, held in Abuja. William Siyama leads us there.
Addressing the gathering, Edo State Commissioner for Livestock Development, Professor Ignatius Ikponwosa Omorodio, reiterated the commitment of Governor Monde Okpebholo to the development of the livestock sector. Professor Omorodio unveiled plans by the state government to provide an enabling environment where investors can maximize the potentials inherent in the livestock sector.
My governor is passionately committed to developing the livestock subsector. We are open to investors to Edo. We are ready to accept and create the environment wherein you can maximize the potentials that is inherent in Edo, especially in the livestock subsector.
In his speech, President, Nigeria Institute of Animal Science, Professor Simeon Owofa, said Nigeria is at a critical point where livestock has become central to national security, economic resilience, job creation, and agricultural transformation. Director, Animal Husbandry Services, Edo State Ministry of Livestock Development, Mr. Enodolonwayi Otamere, was inducted as a fellow, College of Animal Scientists of Nigeria, by the Nigeria Institute of Animal Science. The induction of Mr. Enodolonwayi Otamere, who is a registered member of Nigeria Institute of Animal Science, will no doubt fast-track the development of the livestock sector in line with the vision of Governor Okpebholo. Dignitaries present at the 2025 Animal Science Summit include Special Advisor to President Tinubu on Livestock Development, Professor Atahiru Jega, Special Advisor to Governor Okpebholo on Agriculture, Food Security, and Livestock Development, Honorable Godin Ugbodu, Commissioners for Livestock Development from different states, among others. William Siama, ITV News.
A human rights group under the umbrella of Edo Civil Society Coalition for Human Rights has expressed dissatisfaction over attempted sabotage in Edo State Oshomo Investment Limited by Okao of Ologbo, Chief Iman Iyase, by illegally encroaching the company's land, thereby trying to disrupt electricity supply in the state. This was the group's submission during a press conference held in Benin City. Evosa Wangwe unveils the rest of the report.
For some time now, Oshomo, located in Ologbo, Ikpobaoka local government area of Edo State, has cried out over several attempts to disrupt smooth operation of its services in a bid to hinder steady supply of electricity to prospective consumers. First, it was the Edo State government, followed by CCETC, and recently Chief Imai Yase, the Okao of Ologbo, whom Oshomo Investment accused of illegally encroaching his land and destroying their facilities. It is against this backdrop that the Edo State Civil Society Coalition for Human Rights called on the state government and security agencies to call Chief Iyase to stop the illegal encroachment with no legal backing. Spokesperson Marxist Kola Edokpayi said what the Okao is doing is to frustrate indigenous company out of the state for its own selfish interest. He said most worrisome is that there are legal documents that back Oshomo ownership of the large vast of land which has been earmarked for petrochemical plant, and wondered why the Okao is trying to stop development in the state.
It is both distressing and intolerable that bulldozers, payloaders, and other heavy-duty machinery were deployed to trespass and destroy installations belonging to a legitimate corporate entity without judicial authorization, hereby constitute a gross affront to the rule of law.
Marxist Edokpayi said the group will not fold its arms and watch some individuals engage in acts capable of scaring away local investors, as this will send wrong signals to other diaspora brothers that have same vision.
Upon due scrutiny of legal instruments and ownership records, the coalition confirms that Oshomo Investments Limited lawfully acquired the said property from His Royal Majesty Omonoba Nedu Ukwa Agbonlahor Oba Erediawa in 2008.
Yoka of Olugbo, in its earlier reaction, says Oshomo Investment Limited has not been able to provide valid documents when they requested for it. From Benin, Efosa Wangwe, ITV News.
Activities for the 80th birthday anniversary and book launch of former Vice Chancellor Ambrose Ali University Ekpoma and Doyen of the Medical Laboratory Science profession, Professor Dennis Edokpaigbe Agbonlahor, kicked off on Friday with a surprise birthday party organized in his honor by members of Medical Laboratory Scientists Association of Nigeria, Edo Chapter. Kingsley Ogheghe takes us there.
It was celebration time at the residence of Professor Dennis Edokbaiwe Agbonlahor, located at Ajayi Street of Upper Mission, Benin City, as members of the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria in Edo State surprised him with an 80th birthday party. Edo State cultural troupe paid glowing tributes to the celebrants. The celebration was spiced with a presentation by young medical laboratory scientists Angelica and Elisha, chairman of the 80th birthday celebration, a professor of virology and former president of the Nigerian Academy of Science, Professor Yewale Tomori, chairman Medical Laboratory Scientists Association of Nigeria, Edo State, Ogheghe, a former chairman, Dr. Lawrence Nosakari Idemudia, and others eulogized the celebrant.
When you see so many people celebrating him, you know this is a special person. Continue to remain special, even more than any of us can imagine.
We are celebrating a man that have achieved in countless phases of life. And he's a rare gem.
As an association, we decided to come and surprise Professor Agbonlahor. His impact in our individual lives as professionals in medical laboratory scientists is not what we can quantify in a day.
We wish him that all of his heart desires, God will bring it to pass. That his desires for his children will also come to pass.
High point was the cutting of the 80th birthday cake by the celebrant, joined by his wife.
They have chosen to celebrate my humble self while I am alive. I can't thank God enough for what I'm seeing with my eyes.
I wish him many more glorious years ahead in Jesus' name.
A virtual documentary and portrait were presented on behalf of the association to the celebrant. The UBTH branch also presented a Lifetime Achievement Award. The birthday celebration continues on Sunday with a book launch. Kingsley Ogheghe, ITV News.
We turn to more stories. Don't you go away.
ITV, certainly the best.
The immediate past Chief of Defense Staff, retired General Christopher Musa, on Friday said he was leaving office with a clear conscience after giving his best to the Nigerian Armed Forces and the fight against insecurity. Defense correspondent John Tenner reports that the ex-defense chief stated this at his pull-out parade in Abuja.
The pull-out parade of the former Chief of Defense Staff, retired General Christopher Musa, marked the ceremonial end of service for a senior officer in the armed forces. The military general is being celebrated at the end of his career and contribution following the recent military leadership reshuffle approved by President Bola Tinubu. General Musa served as Chief of Defense Staff from June 2023 to October 2025.
Department of Army Training of Operations, Director Training, Army Headquarters Department, and Theater Commander, Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Hacking Crime.
The event had in attendance government officials as well as serving and retired personnel of the armed forces. Speaking at the ceremony, General Musa said he served the country with dedication and accountability throughout his nearly 4 decades in the military, leaving office with clear conscience.
As I hang my uniform today, I do so with a clear conscience, knowing that I gave my all. I live with cherished memories of camaraderie, of battles fought, and of triumphs celebrated as one family. The sound of the bugle might change for me, but the soldier's heart beats on forever. I might be retiring from active military service today, but I'm by no means retiring from my love for our dear country, Nigeria.
General Christopher Musa says his tenure witnessed several critical operations aimed at consolidating gains in the fight against insurgency and improving joint service coordination within the armed forces. From Abuja, Dominic Eyemese, ITV News.
Edo State Police Command has declared one Wisdom Michael missing. In a statement signed by the Police Public Relations Officer, Edo State Police Command, CSP Moses Joel Yamo, Wisdom Michael resides at No. 5 Blessed Street, Ogheghe quarters of Sapele Road, Benin City. According to the statement, Wisdom Michael left home on the 22nd of October 2025 to an unknown destination. All efforts made to trace him proved abortive. Wisdom Michael is 14 years old, fair in complexion, about 6 feet tall, without tribal marks. He speaks Pidgin and English languages fluently. The statement adds that anyone with useful information about the whereabouts of Wisdom Michael should kindly contact the nearest police station. Turning to a report from Niger State, where the State Independent Electoral Commission in that state says it has distributed sensitive materials to all 25 local government areas ahead Saturday's local government elections. Chairman of the commission, Mohammed Jibrin, disclosed this during a press conference at Mina, the state capital. Correspondent Unma Mohammed brings details.
Chairman Niger State Independent Electoral Commission, Mr. Mohammed Jibrin, says the commission has diligently followed the election timetable to this crucial stage of preparations. Mr. Jibrin said non-sensitive election materials have been dispatched to local government areas a week ago, pointing out that 10 political parties will participate in the election. He revealed that the commission had developed a 5-layer processes for announcement of results, saying election results for champion for chairmanship will be announced at local government areas. Mr. Jibrin appealed to political parties and their supporters to conduct themselves peacefully and in accordance with the rules and regulations guiding the election processes. Commissioner of Operations Mohammed Liman said the election will be conducted manually and assured that necessary measures have been put in place to ensure a free, fair and credible election. Mr. Liman said ad hoc staff will be deployed to 4,950 polling units across the 274 wards of the 25 local government areas. From Mina, Niger State Capital, Umar Mohammed, ITV News.
For the latest in the sporting world, let's now join Solomon Aino of our sports desk.
News. Nigerian Flamingos are back in the country after crashing out of the 2025 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in Morocco. Players and officials of the team arrived at Abuja today from Casablanca. Bankole Olokere-led side exited the competition at the round of 16, losing 4-0 to Italy. The Flamingos recorded only one win out of the 4 games they played at the competition. They lost their first 2 games to Canada and France. Their only win came in a 4-0 thrashing of debutant Samoa. Nigeria made it to the round of 16 as one of the 4 best third-place team. The executive chairman of the Nigerian Football League, Benga Elegbeleye, has commended Rivers United following their qualification for the group stage of the 2025-26 CAF Champions League. Rivers United overturned a 1-0 first-leg defeat in Maputo, Mozambique, with goals from Wasiu Falulu, Maclean Bwepo and Timothy Zachariah to seal a 3-2 aggregate victory and a place in the group stage of African Premier Club competition. Rivers United are the only Nigerian club to reach the group stage of the 2025-26 CAF Interclub competition following the elimination of Kwara United and Abia Warriors from the CAF Confederation Cup and Remo Stars from the CAF Champions League during the preliminary round. The MPFL boss Benga Elegbeleye expressed pride that Rivers United achievement ensured Nigeria continued representation on the continental stage. Elegbeleye says Rivers United's success has boosted MPFL's continental reputation. And that's it from the Sport Desk. I am Solomon Aino.
Those were the stories that made the network news tonight. Thanks for your time. I am Philip Omo-Gyukbo. Good night.
ITV, certainly the best.
ITV